National Biscuit Company, bakers of America's finest ready-to-eat cereal, Nabisco shredded wheat, and your favorite crackers and cookies, such as Oreo cream sandwich, presents Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
See, I got everything now. I've got the rake. We need the. Well, we better have the hole. We better have several rakes. Ollie, you got the basket?
Mm-hmm.
Well, be sure to bring it because we'll probably want to pile some of the leaves in the basket before we put them in the bonfire.
Well.
Let's see now. Rake. I guess Fletcher better bring the shovel. Tell Fletcher to bring the shovel.
I will. You need a shovel for.
Well, we might want to, dig a little ditch around the bonfire. It's a good idea. Or we might want to, he might want to spade up some of the old plants or something.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, I'm all ready.
Oh, good. You got the basket.
You got the rake.
Yeah, all set. Oh, you got your garden hat on.
Oh, I never work in the garden without my garden hat. Your hat looks a little different.
Oh, I'm wearing this way in kind of the sun, It sometimes gets in my eyes.
I like it better the other way. It's kind of more, I don't know, abandoned.
Well, I'm going to wear it this way today. Let me see. Well, we better tell Fran we're going.
Yeah, Fran, dear.
Yes?
We'll see you in a few minutes.
Where are you going?
Well, we're going out.
Oh, you going outside?
Yeah, we're going in the yard.
What are you going to do?
Oh, we're going to work.
We're going to rake the leaves.
Oh, let me help you, could I?
No, Fran, I...
Oh, I'd love to.
Well,
Okay,
Fran-
but a minute to change. I have some blue jeans I can put on.
No, Fran, I tell you,
Please.
we've sort of worked this out a little differently. We figured this is boys' work, working in the
Oh,
garden.
well, that's not hard work. That's fun to
Well,
rake leaves.
I know it's fun and everything, but we
You gonna
got...
have a bonfire?
Yeah.
Oh, I love bonfires.
Well, but Fran, you know how it is. The girls get out near bonfires and the smoke gets in their
Oh,
eyes.
I don't care about
Oh, and your
that.
hair would smell all leaf smoky,
That smells kind of good. I like that.
But, Fran, we've worked this out, you see. Well, you tell her.
Well, Colonel Cracky and Fletcher and Ollie and I...
Well, I like
Cecil
Colonel
Bill.
Cracky. I love Fletcher. Cecil Bill and I are great pals.
But you see, Fran, this is boys' work. You see, we figured of course, we wouldn't mind you.
Oh, you'd be wonderful, but you see, if we invited
It isn't
you...
as hard as mowing the lawn. I mowed the lawn.
Well, that was different.
Yes, that was much different.
I don't see how it's any different. That's really hard work.
Well, but that's at that time you were trying to lose a little weight. Remember, you were trying to train down. You remember?
Well, that may all be.
You wanted some exercise. You don't need it anymore. You look just wonderful.
Oh,
Give her the old business. You look lovely, Fran.
Oh, I look
We wouldn't want you to hurt your lovely hands and
I
get
just
blisters.
love to do it. Gee, I used to rake leaves like mad.
Did you?
Mm.
Well, I
Oh,
know
the
you. I know
Pretty
you. could
blame
do it.
good raker.
Were you? I suppose you.
I had a kind of a fashion all of my own.
Oh.
People would say, when Fran rakes a yard, believe me, you know it's been raked.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's what they'd say.
They'd say that around home.
Well, but Cutie, you see, if we asked you, we'd have to ask Madame Oglopus and Beulah
You
and
wouldn't
Dolores.
have to do that, especially.
Well, they'd be so jealous if they weren't included. I'm sorry, Fran, but that's the way.
If you don't want me, that's something else again.
I'll leave you to deal with her.
Fran, dear, I'm awfully sorry. It isn't that we don't want you.
That's all right.
We do want you, really we do.
Well, hope you'll have a real good time.
Okay.
Yes, you will.
Girls are awful hard to figure out sometimes. Now, if I had planned it so that Fran was to rake the yard and ask the girls to do it, they would have just said, "Oh, you're going to make us do man's work now." Well, can't figure them out. Oh well, she'll get over it.
Well, sir, now let me see. Now I have my shovel and my hat and the shovel. Now I must dig up some of those perennials. They're just growing like weeds. Well, as a matter of fact, some of them may be weeds. You never can tell. I've got to get those dug up and replanted some way. If I could. I wish that I could find the time to starch my ears. It's going to be so difficult for me to even move around. I'll tell you if I don't get to it pretty soon.
What's the matter, Fletch?
Oh, I just was talking to myself about my ears.
What's the matter with him?
Well, I just can't see a thing anymore. It's just, I tell you, it's giving me a regular complex having to peek out.
Where's Fletcher? There's Fletcher.
It's not funny.
Well, why don't you starch them?
Well, I don't have the time to starch them. It just seems like every time I turn around, there's something to do.
What about this morning? You could have starched them so that you could have put them up in your ear starcher machine so that while you were working they would have dried in the sun.
Well, this morning I was very upset. I don't know. I got up fully expecting to starch my ears, and then what happened?
Well, don't ask me. I don't know. What did happen?
Well, I was just telling you. I had trouble with Geraldine.
Geraldine Guppy?
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know. She made a funny little wheezing sound, kind of a strange little noise like that. Well, of course, I leaped out of bed. I'm a light sleeper, you know.
Watch your ears, please.
I'm a light sleeper, and I leaped out of bed, and I rushed to the tank, and I said, Geraldine, dear Geraldine, what's happened?
Did she answer you back?
Guppies can't talk.
I know that. I just wondered, that's all. What happened?
Well, it seems, I think it's pure nerves. I think it's purely psychosomatic.
You do, really?
Oh, absolutely, just pure nerves, the whole thing.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, you see, Gilbert,
Who's Gilbert?
well, he's a guppy I brought from my father's collection of guppies from Washington, D.C., and a more independent guppy I have never seen in my life. I don't know whether it's because he lives in Washington or what it is, but it's certainly Gilbert, in words of 2 syllables, is a bully.
No.
Yes. And he was chasing Geraldine all around, pulling her fins and teasing her and putting her braids in the inkwell.
Inkwell?
Well, that's just sort of just a manner of speaking. You know, it's that type of teasing. And she was hysterical, the poor little thing. Of course, she's always been sensitive. She was the runt, you know, and they're always sensitive.
Well, I suppose so. Anyway, is that why you didn't starch your ears?
Yes, that's why I had to take Geraldine out of her tank and put her into an isolation tank so that Gilbert wouldn't frighten herself.
Well, I hope it's all right now. We'll get to your ears later. I'll take the spade out and get busy.
All right, Kukla, all right. Oh, dear, it is difficult, though, really. No one knows what it's like, the responsibilities I have. Hither, thither, and yon, running. Everyone's beck and call. Oh, well, enough of my troubles. I'm sure you're not interested in them. I'd better get going.
Oh, watch it! Honestly. No way to run into a lady.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, Beulah, but I just couldn't help it, that's all.
Where are you going in such a hurry?
Going outside to work in the garden.
Work in the garden at this time? It's all over.
Garden's not all over. Work in the garden's not all over. I'm going to replant a few bulbs, and I'm going to dig up some weeds, and we're going to rake the leaves, and we're going to have a bonfire.
Well, wonderful. Good. I'll go get some blue jeans and be right with you.
Wait, Beulah. I'm awfully sorry, but this is boys' work.
Boys' work?
Yes, we've organized the fellows today, our committee.
Can I be in on it?
Well, Beulah, why don't you stay home and make dinner?
Make dinner? We're having chop suey tonight. I don't have to stay in the kitchen.
Chop suey again?
What's the matter? I thought you liked chop suey. It has lots of nice, fine vegetables in it.
Well, I do like it, really, but 10 times in a row is almost too much.
Well, we've been busy. We've been shopping and playing cards and things, and it seemed handier that way. It's going to be a little different tonight. It'll have bean sprouts in it.
That makes it different?
Well, you can have it with rice instead of noodles tonight.
I don't want it anyway, really.
Oh, why can't I have equal rights? I tell you, it's just ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous to put us in the kitchen. What did your mother work for?
Well, I don't know. What do you mean?
Woman's suffrage.
Well, she worked for it. But this is different. This is entirely different. You got the vote, Beulah. Keep it.
I don't think that's fair at all. Let me go out inside and be with the fellas. play a little catch. I like to burn leaves like the rest of them. Some nice, warm fall nights, getting out and a little exercise. Well, no use arguing with them. I guess they're dead set against it.
Is that you, Beulah?
No.
Who is it?
Yes.
Let me see.
Of course it's me.
Oh, well, if it's you, I'd like to talk with you.
Well, talk away.
I have a little proposition.
Yes, what?
I want to go out and rake the leaves.
So do I.
They won't have it.
I know. I just talked to Fletcher.
How long would it take to just do a little spell so that the leaves wouldn't stick on their rake?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Well, you could, too.
I've forgotten all those old spells, dear. The last one I worked was with Bobsy.
Well, think. See if you can't think of something. What could you do?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, I could arrange for all the matches to get wet so they wouldn't strike.
Well, that's something.
That's easy. All you do is to take a sprinkler can and go out and pour it over the matches.
No, I want something more intricate than that. That's...
Some sort of spell?
Couldn't you?
Well, let's see.
Just a little spell.
How about an earthquake?
No, I don't want anything like that. I mean,
I
just...
can't work that one anyway.
Oh,
That's really advanced.
well, let me see what you could do.
I just do little things.
Yeah, well, do a little thing.
Well, let's see. I could, I don't know about that leaf business. That's
Maybe
difficult.
so. Could you fix it so they couldn't, so that the rakes would fly out of their hands?
I could fix it so all the leaves go back to the tree.
Could you?
Sure, but you'll have to wait till next spring.
I mean, a really thing.
Francis, you know better than that. I've forgotten more magic than... Well, you know, I'm interested in electronics now.
Well, I know that.
Electronics and men. That's all that interests me. I've forgotten all the magic except the magic of a woman's smile, magic of, you know, allure. Those are the things I'm working on now.
Mm-hmm. How are you doing?
Well, what do you think?
Well, occasionally, pretty well.
Well, let's stay in and salt.
What are we going to have for dinner?
Chop suey.
Oh, not again.
Well, I can't help it, but I thought maybe we might have some bean sprouts in it tonight.
Well, that'd be nice. Well, I'll see you.
Okay. Bye. Well, everyone set? What's everyone doing? Fletcher, darling. Where are you, dear? Where everybody is. What a lovely night. Oh, it's so beautiful out. Oh, so much activity, too. My gracious, the sound of the rakes passing through the grass. Oh, what a lovely rustling sound. I think I'll put on my blue jeans and go out. That's what I'll do. I think I will.
Did you call me, my dear?
Oh, Richard, darling, let's go out and rake the leaves tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, Ophelia, I hate to bring this up, but just happens that the leaves are being raked. We boys have formed a committee and a raking committee, and we're out there and we're working now, and really there's no place for girls as much as we appreciate your help. You stay home and make the dinner.
You know what? Richard, you have said that time and time and time again to me. Now, you must understand that my place is not in the kitchen.
Where have I heard that record before?
Please, can I go out with you?
I'm sorry, my dear. The committee has voted no.
Well, I'll go into the kitchen and open the cartons of chop suey. That won't take long. Francis?
Yes.
Did you hear the ultimatum?
I got it. Early.
Why don't we just rebel?
What good did that do? No good at all.
Should we just go out and show them?
No, I wouldn't have any fun if I couldn't do all the things I wanted to do while I was out there.
No.
I like to be a part of things, or I don't want to go at all.
Woman's lot.
Nothing to do in here.
We could work on the girls' trio.
Oh, but no one asks us to sing anyway.
Hello. 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 Woman's lot.
Pretty dull, hmm?
We could work on our voices, dear.
Oh.
A few scales. Wouldn't you like to try a few scales? Well, see, if you really want me to put it bluntly, nah. But it might help take your mind off going outside and everything. And perhaps it is right that the boys be alone out there working.
I used to make the swellest leaf houses.
Me too. And don't you love to get them in a big pile and run and jump?
Woo!
Oh, I love that too. That's fun. Oh, but guess we can't do it.
No.
Well, let's try a scale or two.
And you can fix it so the smoke just curls right out of little holes. It doesn't have to come out of the middle. You know how to do that?
Sure I do. I do too. Were you ever a girl? What do you mean? See, were you ever a little girl? Somehow I can't ever think of you as a little girl, Ophelia. Why, certainly I was a little girl. Why, that's silly. I know, but somehow I just can't figure you. And turn around, let me look. Just somehow can't figure you. Well, I suppose maybe.
Sure.
Gracious sake, so. What did you look like? Oh, much.
A little girl?
I do now, really. No, I haven't changed a great deal, I don't think. What a monster you must have been. What did you say, Beulah? Nothing. Nothing. I just said, let's try a couple of scales. Die-dee-die-dee-die-dee-die-dee-die.
No, Beulah, I don't want to do that.
Beulah,
Say,
besides
you know
do,
what?
re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Not in which scale? Goes die-dee-dee-dee-die-dee-die-dee-die.
You know what?
What?
I hate to tell you this.
What?
But somebody made off with my violin.
No.
Nothing but the case left.
You mean the violin's gone? Well, well. What a pity.
So I guess I can't be in the ladies' instrumental
But we'll
trio.
work on it. We won't work on instrumental things right now. We'll work with a choral group. Let's do that. Let's practice, shall we, girl? Well, time for me to hit the sack. So long.
Don't go, Beulah.
She wasn't very enthusiastic anyway, I don't
No.
believe, dear.
Well, maybe I'll write some letters.
Well, if you feel like practicing later, let me know.
I will.
I'm glad to sing with you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, let's get something to eat, Ollie.
Okay. Boy, it makes a wonderful pile, doesn't it?
You bet. What do we have?
Ooh, let me see. What would I like? Let me see. How about some Nabisco shredded wheat?
Hey, that'd be great. Not breakfast, but that doesn't matter. Any time's good for a Nabisco shredded wheat as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I had it this morning, but I love it for snack too.
Okay. How should we fix it?
Well, I thought maybe you should. Maybe it should be. Well, let's see. Shall we crumble it?
Well, I prefer it whole. I think that's the best way to eat it.
Well, now listen, Kukla. Now there's no best way to eat Nabisco shredded wheat.
Well, I think that's the way most people prefer it.
How?
Whole, instead of crumbled.
Why, no. Everyone I've ever known, my gracious, back east, everyone back east crumbles their Nabisco shredded wheat. No one would think of eating it whole. It just isn't done.
Well, where I come from, we never would think of crumbling. We just wouldn't dream of it.
Well, does that necessarily make it correct?
No, I'm entitled to my way of doing it as well as you are.
Well, I suppose there are many different ways, really, when you get down to it. Of course, it doesn't really change Nabisco shredded wheat. It doesn't matter which way you eat it, because, after all, it's the original and best shredded wheat.
I know it. I'll always know that by remembering the picture of Niagara Falls.
Yes. Oh, how I love to watch. I'll never forget when I first went to Niagara Falls and went to the Nabisco shredded wheat factory. It was grand.
You really like it?
Yeah.
Did you like to see the way they made it and everything?
Oh, it was very exciting. The best part, though, was when we went into a room and they served us.
You got to eat?
Yes, it was grand. My, oh, I loved it.
How did they eat it there?
Crumbled naturally.
Well, now, I believe, Ollie, I believe that people have different... Now, by the way, there's a little card that came in here. Now, this shows you.
Dear Kukla, Fran and Ollie, we enjoy your TV show there. You were talking about ways of serving Nabisco shredded wheat Wednesday, September 12th. And here's my favorite. Quickly pour boiling water over biscuit and drain. Add salt, sugar, small chunk of butter, and milk. This is really good eating. Sincerely, Mrs. Charles Berthold from Defiance, Ohio.
There. Now, there's a different way.
Wonder how many different ways there are.
Well, maybe there are lots of different ways. Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. If people have ideas or something for different ways to eat Nabisco shredded wheat, maybe they'll tell us about it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Where's that little card?
What card?
With our address on it.
Oh, well, you don't have to bring...
I want to bring that up.
Be careful, please. We'll each have one biscuit apiece right now.
Maybe a sliced banana or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd like that. Oh, the card.
Yes, please get it. Not that one, Kukla. It's too small.
Well, don't throw it down.
Honestly. Well, that's the one about the yearbook.
It doesn't matter. That's KFO, Kukla, Fran and Ollie, Post Office Box 3446, Chicago 77, Illinois.
That's silly. We ought to have a special card printed with just our address on it.
That's got it.
I know it says yearbook.
Never mind. It's good to get a plug-in for that, too. Well, shall we go out and burn it now, or shall we have our Nabisco shredded wheat first?
Oh, I don't care. I don't. Whichever way you like to do it. All right with me.
You know what, I was just thinking, Colonel Cracky and Fletcher, Cecil Bill, they were all good kids, but...
Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, they seem... It isn't the same as being outside and being with Fran and even Beulah.
Yeah, Beulah's always lots of fun.
Even Madame Oglepus.
Well, she always gets such a kick out of things. She doesn't do a lot of work, but she always likes to supervise the bonfire and everything.
You think we ought to relent?
Well, you think so.
Fran,
Yeah.
may we see you for a moment?
Why, do you think I wouldn't be in the way?
No, Fran, we wanted to talk about something. We were working out there, and, we thought that, well, you know...
I noticed that you were raking on the bias. The best way to rake the grass is in a straight line.
Where
Of
did you
course,
get that
everyone
idea?
has his own idea of how it should be done.
Well,
I always rake right on the straight.
You do? You think that's the most efficient way?
Oh, well, as an old raker, I feel quite qualified to express such an opinion.
Well, see, it wasn't our idea to do it that way. Colonel Cracky thought, he said that down south they always did it that way.
Well, he's not down south now.
Well, that's true, I suppose.
Don't tell him that, though. We'll have another argument.
We were thinking, Fran, if you wouldn't mind, we'd like to have you come outside and supervise the bonfire.
Really?
Would you?
Would you, Fanny? Really?
Well, I'm pretty busy in here, but I...
But if you could just take a little time and we could go on and
I can bring the
think I
ukulele.
could spare you a few minutes, I think.
we could sit down in front of the fire and maybe you could sing a song or
I could do that little song that Lois Steele and Jack Fulton wrote.
Oh, that one you did last year? It was so
Remember?
pretty.
Oh, autumn. Something about autumn.
Jack knows it. Soon 'twill be autumn, and the leaves of golden brown will come tumbling down all around. Soon The harvest moon will shine through the blue misty haze below. The earth will shed her coat of green and wait for winter snow. Oh, soon 'twill be autumn and the summer will be gone. But my love for you, forever new, will go on and on and on.
That's a lovely one, Fran.
Pretty little song.
We'll let you tell the girls. We'll go tell the fellas.
Will you, Fran?
Sure.
You tell Madam Octopus and Beulah and why Betty and Mercedes.
I'll get them all ready.
All right, will you? Okay.
Okay.
Fran, did I hear correctly?
Yes, we're going outside.
Oh, how divine, my dear. Come back. Oh,
Yes.
this will be so much fun now. Now, let me see if you got marshmallows and everything.
Oh, have everything.
Oh, it'll be divine. Beulah, I'm already 2 jumps ahead of you.
Good.
I know all about it. Everything. Hey, isn't it great?
Ah, it's wonderful.
Well, let's go. But before we go, remember... The Nabisco seal on the outside means better flavor inside. Nabisco.
Why, there's Fletcher Rabbit, starting out on his rounds. But there's something missing in his mailbag. Ah, that's better. Fletcher always carries Oreo cream sandwich cookies with him. Oh, Oreo. He's just crazy about those crisp, round, chocolate-rich cookies with the creamy, vanilla-flavored filling. And Fletcher knows that Oreo cream sandwich cookies are always fresh. So good you just can't stop eating them. Ask for Oreo cream sandwich in the cellophane or regular package. And whenever you buy cookies, remember the Nabisco seal on the outside of the package means better flavor inside. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood. And the technical director is John Natalie.
And this is Bert Tolstrom. Good night.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie has been brought to you from Chicago by Nabisco, National Biscuit Company. Bakers of America's finest ready-to-eat cereal, Nabisco shredded wheat. And your favorite crackers and cookies, such as Oreo cream sandwich.
NBC Television.